like surveillance drones or some war machine, but potentially to like change the way we get from point A to point B. And maybe it has something to do with energy. Maybe they figured out a way to derive energy from the quantum vacuum or something like that. Regardless, when you start seeing things like this pop up, if you're like me, you have to overcome the frustration and understand that just anytime anything like this makes it to the surface, it's a big deal. Even if they memory hole it again, even if they acronym it into meaninglessness, the fact that stuff like this is continuing to bubble to the surface shows there's a lot of stuff happening underground. There's a lot of movement happening underground. And the more that people come out and whistleblow, the more other people feel the courage to come out and whistleblow. Because usually things like this are like little holes in a dam. And eventually there's no way that they can stop the leaks. And then the dam explodes. And then maybe we will finally get the stoner's dream of disclosure. Finally, we've been being edged, friends. You know how it feels. All of us have just been being edged by some invisible fucking hand for years. Years. And not just like because we've heard stories out there that these things exist, but because some of us who have used psychedelics have experienced visions implying the existence of these things. Terrence McKenna was the best at articulating these things. When I try to talk about visions I've had or things I've seen, I just sound like a drooling dope. But anyone who has taken a healthy dose of any kind of psychedelic, at some point you do get a weird feeling that you have been contacted or are communicating or are intuiting something that is being concealed in default reality on purpose. And also, like people I've talked to who've had these experiences, there also is some sense that it's all part of a bigger plan, that this is actually something that has been worked out, not by the federal government, but by something bigger than the federal government, maybe something off-world, that there is a plan. Now, I love thinking about that. You know, my mind generally will go to this is military technology. You know, if I'm betting on it, I'm gonna say it's military tech. We developed it on world. It's not alien wreckage. We didn't reverse engineer alien ships. And I was talking to one of my friends who's a big UFO buff. I don't know what you would call it. And I was saying, you know, Occam's razor. Occam's razor, we have to use that. And it's I'll read it to you right now because I got schooled on Occam's razor and it was awesome.